ready? Positions, please. Quiet on set. Going live. In 5, 4, 3.
Make it so, number one.
In Houston, we have a problem.
I don't understand.
That is awesome! You gotta be freaking kidding me!
No! God, please, no! No!
It's Saturday morning, and you're in the right place at the right time. The Multicoloured Talk Show with your hosts, Stephen Gerald and Eddie Hastings.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Multicoloured Talk Show on a Saturday morning.
I'm not with it. I'm having.
What's the matter, mate? What's the matter?
I've been having all morning since I've arrived in the studio.
Depressed.
Not depressed.
Yeah, you're
depressed.
Yes, you're depressed, you are.
It's just so bloody hot.
You're just depressive, you are.
No, it's one of the mornings, isn't it? And it's been very hot.
So you're telling me the weather's bringing you down?
Yes, weather brings you down.
Yeah.
The same as in England and Scotland, isn't it? If it's cold and wet and the people are all miserable. And over here when it's too hot, it was 38 degrees yesterday, Eddie.
Yeah, snuff and sneezing.
Sneezing.
Staff.
The snap.
Stuff.
If that was 2 years ago, it should be flung out.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah. We'd get the masks on.
Was it?
Yes.
Could you write that down, please, Staff?
No, nobody writes. Who are we talking to? Is anybody here?
Well, no, I'm talking to Staff. I'm being fed information. Usually it's in an earpiece.
Yeah, but I remember. I can hear it, and I'll pass it on to you.
Right, okay.
Right.
Okay, well, fair enough.
Can we? Where's my thing? Can we start again?
Well, I don't know. We're not starting again. What's the matter with you?
Sorry for
Right.
this. We're having a little wee chat
We
here.
are,
We're
yes.
live on air.
We are, yes, indeed.
Yes.
So, before we go
I'm
any
having a cup
further...
of tea. You never give me any sugar.
Well, you don't want sugar,
I want
you?
a little bit of sugar.
Saccharin, you're sweet
No,
enough,
no,
you are.
no, if I.
Yeah, say no more. That wasn't a chat-up line, by the way. Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got a
Help
couple...
the aged here.
We got a couple of birthdays. Yesterday, it was Anne's birthday, was it?
Yes,
Anne's birthday,
yes. 61.
Well, no, I don't think so. She'd love to think so. And today, it is...
Uncle Phillips.
Philip Schofield.
Philip Schofield, staff's off.
Boy
They
staff.
do a fantastic job backstage, don't they?
Don't they?
They make the tea,
Everything.
they get everything all ready, my new shirts be washed and ironed, everything's
The
fine,
whole
the whole
lot.
lot.
So-
Where would we be without them?
I don't know. but
I don't know.
We've got to do the happy birthday
We're doing
thing.
it happy birthday. What key
So
are we in?
it's Anne and Phil.
Anne
Right,
and Phil. Anne and Phil.
Let's get a cake.
It's
Here we go.
Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear Anne and Phil, happy birthday
to you. Yay. Fabulous. It must be great to spend a birthday. I only get one once a year.
Oh, I get two.
Yeah, well, you're royalty, you are. So, very good morning to our friends on XBTV1
www.xbtv1.com.
and on Facebook, Spotify, and YouTube. It is so good to have your company. XBTV1, they are, well, they're just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. The new Monica Price show starting this week.
Oh, excellent. We
Did you
love
see?
that.
Oh, brilliant. I loved it. And there's such a lot going on there. Go and check it out.
Because on mainstream television it's rubbish. I don't know why people pay for it. Rubbish. I don't pay for it. I've got my Netflix and Expat TV one. That's all I watch.
But people don't tend to watch BBC and stuff like that.
Waste
now.
of time, innit?
Oh,
Waste
I
of
don't know.
time.
Say
Don't
no
pay
more.
your license.
Right.
The money only goes to Lineker.
Yeah, it does. Let's say good morning to the people who have joined us already. Good morning, Joe Roberts. Good morning, Rob Taverner. Stuart and Brenda.
I need me other glasses.
Lisa Craig has got a house of 3 by tea time, home for the holidays.
Oh, that's the army boy.
Jane Baxter, good morning, coming back to LG on the 10th of April. Well, they can't come back until Jack and Lucy have gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the son's here at the moment with his wife. Lovely people.
Lovely people.
Joyce B. Shawcross, good morning from Mike and Joyce in Manchester.
Lovely Manchester.
Jeff Fagan, good morning, Eddie and Steve.
Yes.
They're all coming in. It's great.
Fast and furious.
Fast and Furious. I have had so many people. If we'd have been excited today, there's a reason.
What's that
Well,
like?
I've had so many people in the bar
Yeah.
this week
Yeah.
saying, "What's the big news?" Because you remember last week?
Yeah, last week you announced the song. I thought I was going to be sacked.
No.
I thought that was a big news. Oh, God.
Well, I know you didn't want to say anything, but I think the cat's out the bag now. But anyway, we have got a bigger announcement. But
I'll let you do it.
Shall we do it now or later?
No, do it now.
Do it now.
Let you do it, Eddie. Let you do it. Because,
How long have we known each other?
oof, I don't know, 4 years?
No,
No, longer.
longer than that.
Yeah, we
Way
did the show,
longer.
yeah, because we worked on radio together,
Yeah,
didn't
way longer than that.
we? Yeah, way 1990s.
And
I'll say 20 years.
you have problems up here in the shack, don't you?
Yeah,
So-
because everybody wants me to have entertainment, and we can't do it because it's all residential. And then the bloody taxis, problem with the taxis, then having with people
Yeah.
got bloody taxis. Oh, I couldn't come
parking.
up. I couldn't come up last night, Steve, couldn't get a taxi. Oh, and they drive round and round, there's no parking.
Yeah.
After 26 years there, Eddie.
I know.
And,
well,
Eddie came up with a fabulous one-time offer.
well, it was a one-time offer.
Was it a one-time offer?
Yeah, but I had to ask you a couple of times about it, didn't
Yeah, fair enough.
I? And you milled that over and thought about it.
I thought about
and,
it.
We think we've got a bit of a plan that's going to work.
Plan A.
Well, we've been talking to a lot of people over the last few weeks.
Papa Lee.
Yeah, the Lees, the Bodygeater.
Bodygeater, we spoke to them.
They're part of it. And
Spoke to the town hall.
yeah, we've got all the stuff for that, which is great. And what we're thinking, I mean, it's not set in stone yet.
Yeah.
But we're thinking we're going to amalgamate Chicken Shack and 60s together.
Because everybody says to Eddie, why don't you do food? He says, no, I've got the
No,
Bodygeater
can't do
next door. And
Yeah.
everybody says to me, Steve, why don't you do entertainment up
Yeah.
here? I said, I bloody can't.
No.
So, two minds got together.
Yeah.
Let's join together.
So we thought what we was going to do.
Well, you really thought of it.
Well, yeah,
You're
originally.
money orientated.
Yeah, but originally we thought we might move 60s and move it into the place next to the
Next,
shack.
Chicken Shack.
Clear
Bloody
that
noise
out.
again. Bloody
Yeah,
noise, innit?
noise
Bloody
and everything.
neighbours.
But because we want entertainment as well,
Entertainment.
what we've decided to do
Because
is
after the last two appearances I had at the 60s bar, those 2 nights I was singing,
Yeah.
stormed it, Eddie.
yeah, absolutely nobody's
And
been in since.
Very nice.
So
People
what,
says, we miss you singing, Steve. We miss you.
yeah, do they really?
They told me that, Eddie.
Do they
Yeah,
really? I
people,
wonder.
several people.
So
Well,
we've been
two.
talking to Bodygeater, and I don't know whether you're aware of the situation in the Bodygeater, but they've just recently had a big refurb over the last couple of years.
Fabulous.
And what they've done is they've put the new toilets in, and beyond them toilets, there's a room that they use for prep, and that we've kind of rented or leased it off them, and some of the terrace. But this, like I say, not yet. It's going to be a couple of months. But we're going to put a kitchen in that spare room and do the chicken. So we're going to amalgamate chicken. What we just don't know what to call it, do we?
No, got name. That's what we're going to ask the people. So the Chicken Shack and Sixes Bar were going to come together, aren't it? So the Salvation Army were coming together.
Yeah, no, not Salvation Army. Come Together was the Beatles, wasn't it?
Oh, was it?
Come together right now.
Yeah.
So good morning, John Stephen Gilhooly from a cold Drake Hamilton. Morning, Andy Budge. Do we need to?
Dreech. Scottish
this-
word. Dreech.
No, it's going to be in about 2 or 3 months, Andy. Simple as that. Tracy, what date is it today?
My brother's birthday, Phil's birthday.
Hang on a second. Oh shit, it's April the 1st. It's not the best day to do it, is it? Oh well.
60s chicken, Lisa.
60s chicken, yeah, stands a
60s
chance.
chick.
60s chick, 60s. It sounds a bit fashion icon, that. I don't know. But we've thought about it for a while now, and that's what we're going to do. But hey,
It's
what
been a
can
funny
you do?
old week though, isn't it? It's been a funny
It
old
has
week,
been a
ain't it?
funny old week. I'll tell you.
Eh?
Hang on a second.
Our
Hang
friend
on
Paul
hang on a
died.
second. Listen, hang on a second. I have got to say something. But I thought that we could do you, but obviously we can't, can we? So you've obviously rumbled us. There's absolutely no way I would work in the same building as him.
Joking.
To be honest,
God, it's embarrassing singing with him that time.
I'd be,
I don't do April Fool's Day.
I know
wasn't-
we were talking about this.
I do the Innocents Day.
What's
In
that?
Spain, there's no such thing as April Fool's Day.
No.
I do the Innocents Day,
Yeah.
December the 28th.
Yeah.
Do you know why?
Why?
Do you know why they do April Fools?
You tell me, because
Oh, I don't know, because I don't do it, Eddie.
Well,
I know
also-
why we do the 28th of December.
Route 66.
Route 66, yes. Well done, Stephen.
Get your 60s chick in here. Definitely. Yeah, of course it was April Fool, but we wanted to mark it.
He wanted to
somewhere.
mark it.
Yeah, I do, because if you look over the years, do you
Look
remember
over the years.
when the BBC, they did an entire story about spaghetti trees?
Did they?
Yeah, they did. And then someone in Guatemala announced a big tax rebate for everyone. And so, oh, Jane, what do you mean, well rumbled? Everybody knew it. Jane, for goodness sake. Tell me about innocence.
You know what? Well, I tell you why it's in Spain it's the 28th of December.
Yeah, go on.
Because we live in a Christian country, Eddie.
Right.
And in the Bible, the 28th of December is when the Bible tells you can tell a little white lie. Because King Arthur, not King Arthur.
King Arthur?
No, he wasn't there.
King Herod?
King Herod sent out the soldiers and told them to kill any new babies born. And so they knocked on the door. Hey, hello, have you got a baby in there? Oh no, but Mrs. Johnson down the street has shut the door. And Jesus was in there, you know what I mean? So you're allowed to tell a little white lie. And that's what you do on the 28th of December from the Bible.
Well,
so you want to tell me why?
I did. You know, I really don't know why they celebrate April Fool's Day. I have no idea. So if you guys can tell me, I would be interested.
Homework.
Very, very interested.
Homework, isn't it?
Yeah, Robin HC will be over in the month of May. Looking forward to seeing you. We're looking forward to seeing you also.
Yeah, Shelley's here from Canada.
Yeah, good morning,
I've got some friends
Canada.
going there on holiday.
Sorry?
Yeah, they're going there on holiday, some friends of mine.
Are they going to see Shelley?
I don't know, they're going to Vancouver.
Because if they go to see Shelley, they're going to need to take a lot of gin.
Yeah, it's a good old drink.
Yeah.
I'll have a private conversation again.
They are, they're talking to each other, it's just the way it is. Tracy said yes, just pointing out some of what we're going to talk about. Anyway, the very sad loss of Paul O'Grady.
And I said to Eddie off air, absolute incredible journey, that guy.
Oh, yeah.
From working with kids, then he worked with kids, and then he was a bit of a drag queen. So from a drag queen to being a superstar,
Yeah.
that doesn't happen very often.
Well, I think he's a domestic superstar, really.
He's a domestic
I don't think he was well known outside of the UK. I mean, he wasn't like a global superstar.
No.
But his
Like
journey... I mean, do you know how much money he's left in his will? And this is a mark of his success.
Go on.
8.6 million.
And he's left it to that gorgeous young husband of his.
Yeah, you're going round after.
Yeah, I should do.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd have a heart attack now if he was on top of me.
Yeah,
Wouldn't
but-
you? Very young.
Well, actually, he was interviewed.
Really?
Yeah, not so long back. And he always said, he just wanted to go. Just like that. He didn't want it to be long, drawn out. He didn't want his family to see him suffer. So he got his wish, and apparently he just faded out.
Is that his real
overnight.
name, Paul O'Grady?
Do you know, I don't know that either. I'll tell you what I do know, though.
There's not a lot to this.
I'll tell you
What
what-
do you know, Eddie?
I don't know much.
But I know I love you.
I'll tell you what is interesting, though. When you look at
What are you looking at?
the BBC,
BBC.
And television in general,
Yeah.
it's very, very rare,
Rare.
that you get a drag artist.
It goes up to that level.
You have to go up.
Well,
and
I said
break
it's
through.
very brave for the BBC and ITV who put in a drag queen to do a show. Blankety blank.
In them days,
In them days, Eddie.
it was incredible. And if you look back, there's only really Danny LaRue and Edna Everage,
Dame.
Edna Everage. That have
She was
really,
Australian.
Yeah, but there's only those three that the BBC have kind of accepted in mainstream television.
Gavin Nicholas.
Yeah, Gavin Nicholas. Never
Don't
thought
forget
of
our
him.
Gavin.
Yeah.
Drag queen extraordinaire.
Was that his name, Daniel Ruth?
What was it?
I don't know. Man of the people, loved people and animals, left a lot to charity and family.
I think that's what we remember for Eddie. Was his animals.
Yeah.
Because he did that. I never watched him. He did a program apparently on BBC about Battersea Dog Home.
Yeah. Well, you know me.
I know you.
And drag.
Drag's not your thing.
It's not my thing.
It's not my thing.
It's not my
It's
thing.
not his
at all.
thing. It's not my thing.
But it doesn't mean to say you don't admire the people that do it. You know what I mean?
Don't mind them, Eddie.
No.
You want to be a drag queen? I'll respect that, Eddie.
Thank you very much. If you can get a
Engine bracket.
Yeah, Engine bracket would have been different, and I can
Dick
vouch for
Emery.
that. Dick Emery, no, Dick Emery wasn't really drag. He was a
What was the
character.
other guy? Bernard Manning. Bernard Manning.
No, Les Dawson.
Les Dawson.
Les Dawson. Yeah, but they weren't drag.
They weren't drag. They were comedians.
Character actors.
Character actors.
I mean, if you're going down that line, you could even say David Williams, because in Little Britain he does that.
Yeah, he does that.
Good morning, Mr. Hanrahan. How are you? You couldn't watch Battersby? I mean, no, Battersea, I think you mean, actually.
What's all with the spelling today? Tracy's on it.
Yeah.
She spelled down there wrong. Spelling. Get a spell check, Tracy.
I think they're trying to April Fool us here, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
I've got to say,
Well, I've got a great subject today.
For the love of dogs, right? Paul O'Grady's
You
show.
don't have a dog?
No, but his show was called For the Love of Dogs,
Oh, right.
I don't think I ever watched an episode.
No, I did.
But I've got to say, I did watch the other day, first one I ever watched, and it was the Royal Edition, where the Queen Consort was there, and it was really quite moving.
Yeah, I
Good
can't
morning.
watch. I just cry.
Good morning, Duncan Blanchard over there in
Ireland.
Southwest Ireland. Good to see you. Well, they're all over the place
All over
today.
the place.
Richard says it's
They're all drunk. They're all drunk. It's the way they're.
drunk at 11 o'clock in the morning.
He lives in a caravan park.
What is he's alcoholic?
No, he lives in a caravan park.
Well, he owns a caravan
What did
park.
they say? What do they call them in America?
A trailer park.
Trailer trash.
Trailer park. Say no more. But yeah, it
He
is a
should be
sad
over
loss.
here anyway. He's that much bloody property over here. He should be using it.
Yeah, it is a sad loss, Paul O'Grady. But you know, I mean,
I listened to Radio 2 during lockdown. He had a lovely show.
Yeah.
And Malcolm.
yeah.
Yeah, the two were just campus Christmas.
Well, there's another
Did
one.
you ever listen to it?
No,
Oh God, Malcolm.
there's another one. Good
What?
morning, Kerry Jones.
Oh God. Oh, there's a star. There's a star this morning, eh?
Well, you know, Paul O'Grady, he's another one that left the BBC as well. And sadly, this Monday, he was just about to start his new show on Boom Radio.
Yeah, he was, wasn't
So that's it. But Monday on Greatest Hits Radio, Ken Bruce is
he?
back.
Cameras are back. We're
Ken Bruce
Bumpmaster.
is back.
Have you listened to that pop quiz they've got on Radio 2 with Gary
Oh,
Davis?
10 to the top.
Crap.
Rubbish.
I've got to say, crap.
Rubbish. Do you know, I think
I
they...
thought I listened to it. I thought I'm going to listen to it. I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt. So I tuned in to listen to it. I thought,
Yeah.
nah,
No,
he's
It's-
not got it.
it's confusing. He
Confusing. The questions are so bloody difficult.
doesn't give off the answers. He gets carried away with the chat and you're sitting there going...
Yeah, I thought it was very difficult.
Yeah. Oh, it
Ken
is.
Bruce, I got loads of his right. I was
Yeah.
way up there, high numbers.
Yeah. What's a monster? My monster. I love Ken Bruce. Yeah, we love Ken Bruce. Brilliant,
Love him,
brilliant.
Harry, love him.
Did you miss our big announcement? Well, it wasn't really, Duncan. Watch it back. It was an April Fool, and they rumbled it straight
rumbled.
away. Straight away.
Is it my turn yet? I've got a great subject.
Do you know what it is?
What?
We're just not given to lie, you know.
No, we're not. We're not.
No, we can't.
That's why back in the early 90s, Eddie, I was asked to sell timeshare, and I told the timeshare boss, I'm sorry, I can't lie. I can't lie.
No.
I can't lie to this sweet, lovely old woman.
Do you think timeshare's dying off, though,
Of
now?
course it's dying off.
Yeah,
Of course
it's
it's been
dying.
dying off for years, Eddie, years.
And do you know when you got a timeshare,
Yeah,
they
you got a timeshare.
they say that you can sell it back when you're ready. When you've had it.
Oh, you can't sell it.
No, you can't.
sell it.
You can't
sell
sell
it
it
nice to an
on.
Eskimo.
You can't sell it on. You can't leave it in a will. They
Can't
say you
leave
can.
it. Can't leave it.
They say you can.
And now
but-
the maintenance, 400 quid.
yeah, a
Yeah.
day.
You can have a week's bloody holiday for that.
Ah.
In the Barcelo. And my subject, yeah.
No, it's
Because I've got pieces of paper.
yeah. You got papers.
Yeah.
No way.
I've wrote things down today.
You haven't.
I did. I wrote.
Oh, can I have a look?
No.
Oh, all right. then.
No.
I would like to have had a look.
Because he doesn't know my subject, and I've been fuming. If anybody's been in the chicken shack this week, they know I've been fuming. Even when we've been solid packed this week, I still had time to get it off my chest. And I thought I'm going to wait, and I'm going to get it off my chest live on expattv.com.
Oh, is that us being off air then?
Yeah.
Yeah, Darren, if you're listening, get your finger on the button.
I just got it. We'll give them a clue. 1314.
Duncan says
1746. What's that?
Duncan says he's not giving up his timeshare.
Where's this timeshare?
It's in Harbour Club.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, I think that's about $350 a week maintenance.
I'm not sure. Come on.
I'm just giving some years.
give us
If
the
you know
clues.
whatever happened in these years, away back in 1314.
1340.
Right. Away back in
okay.
1746.
Is that like nearly quarter?
No, not the time, not the time,
right,
the years. And the other most important year was 1707. That's what my subject is today. I'm sure some of these people were around.
Well, I'll tell you what. Somebody's going to be looking up those years now, aren't they?
Are they?
They're going to be on
John
Google.
will be.
Looking
John
up the
John
years.
always does that.
Yeah.
Go on, John. Does that ring a bell? Any of these years ring a bell?
Yeah.
1314, 1746, and 1707. This is my subject. I've got to get off my chest because I can't
They're talking to each other.
Battle of Bannockburn. And I told you, the man is a walking encyclopedia. I told everybody, I've been down for weeks. But when I worked on the radio, I used to phone him up. We didn't have Google. Don't need Google, we've got John.
Keith McCready, good morning.
What's Very Blackpool, what's that mean?
I don't know, but he's saying good morning to us, which is kind of cool.
Replying to Tracy.
Culloden. What's going on here? Union of the Crowns? What's happening? Are we broadcasting to a history club?
It must sounds like it, isn't
Yeah.
it?
What have we got? Well, I don't know.
Union, yeah.
Amazing.
It's not Union of the Crowns. What's it called? Is it, yeah, I can't remember what it was called. You something Union, yeah.
I have no.
He's no idea what my subject is.
I have. You on about the Scottish Union?
Oh,
Whoa, we ain't got to your subject
oh,
yet.
am I not?
No.
I just took a deep breath there.
No,
let me
you
go.
can
Let me go. I'm like a wild dog.
Take
What about
over.
that, Eddie? Do you agree with that? Don't agree with it. It's been all over social media this week. The police shooting the dog in Las Americas. Did you
Really?
see it?
No.
Oh, it was live.
Wow.
I'm with the police. The police were investigated. If you go on YouTube, you'll see it. So basically, they don't tell you the whole story. The whole story was there was a massive crackdown on drug dealers in Las Americas. So the police raided, the undercover police, special unit from the National Police in Las Americas, raided this house. 7 people in the house, Eddie,
Yeah.
with massive big guard dogs. Prensa Canaria, I used to have one guard in my house. Evil. They get hold of you. There's no way getting that jaw off unless you shove something up his arse.
You could have been more subtle.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that has happened to me. My dog got hold of another dog, and the only way I did it, the only way I got it, is luckily I had the hose nearby, so I shoved the hose right in his mouth.
Oh, his mouth.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
I wasn't going to suck it, was it? No, I mean, so, I can't say that, Eddie. I wouldn't do that to my dog.
Oh, I thought you were going to say John Air then.
I don't want that. What do you call that? That's an enemy. Is that what you call it? What do you call that? An enemy.
Well, it is an enemy. It's an enema.
Is that what it is?
Enemy.
Oh, I don't fancy
You
that.
don't need friends when you got enemies.
Oh, no.
Good morning, Ashley.
Oh, Ashley's there. We've missed you as well, Ashley.
Yeah.
We've missed you more than you've missed
Ooh.
us. So,
Hang on. I just had visions in
Yeah.
me. I had visions.
Darren's just about to hit that button.
Bam, bam.
So the police, so the guys set the dogs on the police, Eddie. You can see it, the dog bit one of the police officers. So the police pulled the gun out and just shot it.
Yeah.
It didn't die. It's in the vet. Some lovely vet down somewhere is looking after it, all free of charge. So there's an investigation, and the police it says no. The police were right. Of course they were right, Eddie.
Of course they were.
Of course they were right. And all these walks down Las Americas. Oh, you can't do that. Shit the dog. Shit the dog. The bloody guy set the dog on him. He's a policeman. What do you want them to do? We're not in England. Are we not bloody England? Is it here? They've got guns. Shoot them. Look at if the guy attacked him with a shot at him and all. Should have shot the drug dealers.
Yeah, I think
Anyway,
so.
I'm
Right,
off.
Joe Roberts is saying
Yeah.
the dates that you've quoted are the family tree of all your chickens. You've been on the ancestor site, which is good. And Wendy John says, good morning, lads, from Bonnie, Scotland. Don't make waves. We need to get back to Cheshire without being chased by the Scottish. What? You guys are trying to preempt.
This is
Stevens.
magistrate. This is magistrate.
Right.
She's undercover. No, the Scottish people will not attack you, Wendy. Honestly, what I'm going to tell you today will make your hair, your hair curl.
You nearly sounded like Cilla Black then.
Yeah.
Make your hair curl. Yeah.
Oh, we like Cilla Black as well.
Yeah,
don't
we did. She was lovely.
great.
Well, she was a
There's not
friend.
many Scousers I like. Cilla Black and Paul O'Grady.
Well, she was a friend of Paul O'Grady.
Very good friends.
Very good friends, yeah.
She died in a house in Mallorca, didn't she?
I think it was in Mallorca. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm sure John will tell us.
Sure he will.
Yes.
Yeah. Tiny
Right.
Dave.
Listen, if you got a business and you're looking to
David Miller's on.
advertise your business.
Good morning, David.
Yeah. Good morning, David. If you got a business, you're looking to advertise your business. Advertise with us. Well, not us. With our partner company. Take a look at this. We'll be back for Stevie's subject.
Oh, right.
Into.
Into.
Is your business not reaching its full potential and you're trying to reach out and advertise to a global audience with a 1.5 million audience per week? Improve your business awareness with a global audience. We offer cost-effective advertising spots, and we have great value deals tailored to your business or promotion, with a full support with your advertisement and with an ongoing customer service throughout. To engage with a weekly 1.5 million audience globally, simply contact us now for more information with our sales team at sales@xptvglobal.com.
Welcome back, guys. There you go. Celedoid at a Spanish holiday home in Estepona. I knew John would know. I just knew it. He is an oracle. He is. He should have a T-shirt. I am Wikipedia.
Yeah, if people have not been following, John's a bloke who knew all the buses last week, didn't he?
Yeah.
In Tenerife.
Knew all the routes and
He knew all
everything.
the routes, the times, everything. It was there with his little paddington bear suitcase.
Right.
Because somebody wouldn't drive him to the airport.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, stand by you. I'll give you the big.
Stand by your man.
I'll give you the big introduction, ladies and gentlemen. It's Stevie's subject.
I was absolutely horrified this week, Eddie.
Why?
Because you're probably not following it. I was horrified.
I'm just relaxing, leaning back.
Oh, I can't relax with this.
No, I
subject.
just want to get into this. Come on, let's
You know,
see
you've
what
got to
you
go
got.
back. Bannockburn, 1314.
They got that one
They
right.
got it right. And Culloden, 1746.
They got that right.
We had the Jacobites. You know, I'm in my blood. I'm a Jacobite. We were there fighting. You know, but you look at them. And away back.
I'm just surprised you've made note.
I didn't, because I needed this. Very important to make
Okay.
notes. And Scotland goes back way back to the 9th century. That's when Scotland was formed. Way back in the 9th century. Eddie. What happened this week?
I don't know. Oh, you got a new?
Yeah. A new minister.
Yeah.
A new bloody minister.
First minister.
First minister of Scotland.
Yeah.
Not being racist, not being anything, Eddie, but he's a Muslim. He's a Muslim.
The president of America was a Muslim.
I'm not finished yet.
I'm sorry.
He's a second generation Pakistani.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And he's now leading our country. I don't understand how somebody with no roots, who doesn't even care about Bannockburn and Culloden, he's not a Jacobite, he's a second generation Pakistani, Eddie.
Yeah.
He hasn't got it in his blood.
Yeah.
He hasn't got the fire to be leading Scotland, one of the proudest nations in the world, Eddie. Right. There's only, how many Muslims in the UK? In
Well,
the UK, I mean Scotland.
yeah,
I'll
well-
tell you. 1.2%. 1.2%, right? And the reason he's come the First Minister, right, is because our lovely Miss Forbes, Katie Forbes, the press completely attacked her. She's a lovely Christian. She believes in Christian rights. And the press, the media, ripped her apart. She publicly said she's against gay marriages because she's a Christian. She's against children out of wedlock, being a Christian. Well, they left him alone, Eddie. They didn't ask him all these questions. I would like to ask him the questions, what he thinks about gay people. Because if a bloody Muslim in Muslim countries is gay, is against the law to be gay.
Yeah, it is.
They fling them off roofs,
Yeah.
don't they?
Yeah.
So how have we got somebody in power running my country who says it's against the law to be gay? He's not said anything now. All he says, oh yeah. He just says yes, kept his head down till they vote. Can I just say one more? I have more things to say. Didn't
Yes, you carry on.
He's leading a country unelected. The Prime Minister of England, unelected. The President of Spain, unelected. I could go on. All these nutters are running us. I thought we lived in a democratic society. I thought we were supposed to vote people in.
No, we don't.
No, we don't, do we? You've got an Indian running bloody England. Nobody voted him in.
Yeah.
We've got now a bloody Muslim running Scotland. Nobody voted for him in. Let's get these elections, because I'll tell you something, SNP won't be winning in Scotland. I'll tell you that, Eddie. They've lost it now.
Do you know, I don't think the voting system works anymore.
But you said this before, didn't you?
Yeah, we've been through this with me before. I just don't think the voting system works at all. I mean, firstly, you're not forced to vote. You're not forced to make your vote.
In Brazil,
So-
you're forced to vote.
Yeah,
You get a fine if you don't vote.
yeah, but you see, you're not forced to vote. So you're not getting a true representation of the people. And when the vote doesn't go the people's way, they put their foot in the door and go, I never voted for this. Well, you never voted. So you really haven't got a say if you don't vote. Right, now, I've got to tell you, you can have an opinion
Yeah.
because everyone's entitled to an opinion.
But what's this got to do with me?
Well, because you're saying that everybody who's running the countries have not been voted
They've not been
into the
voted
position.
in, none
Yeah.
of them. None of them. So let's get the elections going. Come on, SNP are out. But Eddie, there was a fantastic book many, many years ago. It was called The War Within. For centuries, people have been attacking the United Kingdom. Centuries. Bloody Vikings, the Spanish, the French, the Germans, everybody tried to attack us, Eddie.
Yeah,
And we defended every single person off.
yeah.
We're still a nation.
You repelled
We
them.
stand proud. Nobody's beat the ass off us. So they came up with this idea, this lot over there, didn't they, Eddie? Let's start the war within. And that's what's happening, Eddie. If you sit back and see what's happening in the United Kingdom, it's frightening. It's frightening.
It is.
It's crumbling. We're
Yeah, it
falling
is.
in.
Yeah.
And what happened last week, I fell off my seat. I went, no, they're having a laugh. In London, they put up the Ramadan lights.
Yeah.
So I had to Google it back in time. CD Can says we're not allowed to call them Christmas lights when we put the Christmas light up in Trafalgar Square. He said, no, the festive lights, the festival lights. We can't call them Christmas lights, we're in London. Multicultural. And there he was last week. Ramadan lights.
Yeah.
And I thought, wait a minute, it's called Ramadan lights. I'm on this forum.
Yeah.
And somebody says, oh, that because it's a religious event. And I think, what the hell's Christmas? Eh?
Let's just have a look at some of the comments because
Comments.
Because Brenda said that's his belief too, right? And Brenda also said that she predicted that result from the start. Wendy says he also shouts very loudly about how he intends to go for devolution. Brenda says it's finished in Scotland. SNP, she mean, is finished.
It's
in
finished,
Scotland.
gone.
Richard says at least Jimmy Cranky's gone. Well, I'm not sure that's a good thing, to be honest, because
No,
sometimes it's better the devil.
I said
you know.
this jokingly, Eddie. I said after Alex Salmon, they couldn't find anybody worse,
Yeah.
and they found her.
Yeah.
Then I thought after Nicola, they can't find anybody worse, and they have.
Yeah.
They bloody managed it.
But the thing is, you sometimes better the devil you know, I think. I'm not sure. Douglas says if you don't cast a vote, you can't complain about who wins. Totally agree with that.
Carrie
Karen
Jones,
says,
yes,
get rid of the SNP.
Absolutely, Carrie. She
They're
was
really
going
in
on.
Scotland.
Scotland, massive drug problem, national health collapsing, unemployment. The list goes on and on and on. And all they care about independence. The last vote said in the last polls, 42% less. 42% people want independence. And people were polled in the streets. What's the most important thing on your agenda? National health, employment, drugs, etc. The independence was way down the list.
Now listen, Tracy
Oh.
is just about to open a can of worms because Tracy's asking, what does John think?
Yeah. George's probably writing a speech as we speak here.
That's it. But you know, I don't think Scotland's on its own. I think the entire fabric of the political system is caving in, and it's affecting the man on the street. You know, I mean, you go back to when the fight was between Harold Wilson and Ted Heath and things like that. You only had like two parties really, third maybe Liberal. But, you know, you made your vote, you got in, and people had got a genuine interest in the way the country was being run. But now, it seems like everybody's getting their foot in the door.
I just can't see a second generation Pakistani running my country.
Well,
Eddie.
this is what I was just
He
about.
hasn't, yeah, but he's not got the roots. He's not got a clan. He hasn't. His heritage isn't there, Eddie. He hasn't fought in the wars that we fought. My family have fought, died for. He hasn't been raped by a Viking.
No.
If you've never been raped by a Viking, you don't know what you're missing.
Charlie, break a leg. But what I was going to say is this. Because the world has become smaller and it has become more multicultural, there are people claiming to have the heritage when they haven't, and this is where your point rises, because
Oh, it's rising there, it's rising.
Yeah, but you see, when we were growing up, when we were kids, the world was a much larger place. Travel wasn't, and immigration wasn't such a big thing. But now the world is multicultural, and there are going to be times when someone from a different ethnic, historical background will get a job like this. But the thing is, you should never...
Maybe another country.
Yeah, but you should never employ a person on who he is, what his beliefs are, what his ethnic background is. You should employ him on his ability to do the job.
Credentials.
His credentials.
Yes.
Now, I'm not trying to negate the fact that you're saying a second generation Pakistani person can't do the job. What I'm just trying to say is, if he's got the credentials to do the job, let him do it, because you're in that much trouble anyway.
Not to run one of the most proudest countries in the world, Eddie. I can't see a second generation guy running Thailand, a second generation running China, a second generation running Russia, a second generation running any of these countries, Eddie.
North Korea.
It ain't gonna happen.
No.
It ain't gonna happen, is it? France, Spain, all these Germany, it ain't gonna happen, Eddie. But
Well,
why has it happened to Scotland? Poor little Scotland.
Well, listen, poor little Scotland, you telling me they're the biggest, bravest nation in the world.
Yeah.
But do you mean poor little Scotland by area?
Yeah, when it comes
Okay.
to a battle.
Brenda, that's never going to happen.
What's that?
Multicultural world. I can't wait until a Scottish person leads a Muslim country.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen.
But why is it let it to happen in the UK?
Because it's a blooming nanny state, isn't it?
So I want to see what happens in Burns night, Eddie. In Burns night, is he going to turn up wearing a kilt? Is he going to come up and dress the haggis?
A wee timorous beastie.
He won't know it. He won't know any of that. Is he going to say, "Excuse me, everybody, is this haggis halal?"
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you having a laugh?
It's not just
What's
that.
his name again?
I was listening to a conversation with Lucy. They've let foreigners in. Yeah, that's great. Leanne says her favourite ever was listening to someone in the hotel saying, "Oh, they've let foreigners in." They are the foreigners. They're on holiday. It doesn't matter. My whole thing is, the reason it's broken down is because of the do-gooders in the world, in my opinion. This is not XPTV1's opinion, not the Multicoloured George Show's opinion. This is my opinion. I think the do-gooders just let them in. They just let them in. And I don't mean let them in the country. I meant let them in to thinking that they were part of our heritage. And they're not. They have their own heritage. And I'll tell you what, if you speak to someone from the Windrush,
He's off, man, isn't he?
when the Windrush people came over, you speak to them, they are so staunchly proud of where they came from. They are, yeah, they're so staunchly proud. Okay, they're proud of being in Britain because Britain probably saved their arse during Windrush. But the thing is, they are still proud of their heritage. But what's happened then is that people have given too much leeway and let them take power where maybe they shouldn't. And I'm really saying this wrong.
You
I'm
are
really
saying
saying
it
it
wrong.
wrong because I don't mean let them take power. If they can do the job, let them do the job. But they're always going to remember their heritage as we should remember and protect ours.
But Eddie, all respect where you are. When I came a council here, Eddie, I didn't go into that council and start telling them my British heritage.
No, this is the
I
point.
fitted in with them. I lived in a Catholic country. I had to swear on the Bible, had to go to masses, had to go to processions, etc., etc., etc. That doesn't happen in the UK, Eddie. They'll be up against it. What's happening?
Oh,
Where's
no.
John gone?
John's trying to be humorous now and it's not happening.
No, John's not there. John's gone.
Josie Robert, I mean.
Oh.
Yeah. But no, it is a true story. But the thing is, it's like this, right? If you've got a heritage and you're proud of your heritage, great. But don't try and put your heritage onto another culture. And it's like you, as you're saying, when you were a councillor here, you didn't try to...
Didn't turn up in a kilt.
No, but you didn't try to instill British values into your job. You did your job as a councillor here as
a Canarian.
As a Canarian,
Yes.
as a Spanish person. You didn't try and alter things.
No.
You just did what you had to do. problem is, people get too bigger ideas, don't they?
Show them a picture, Eddie.
You got a picture?
I've got a picture of the councillor, of not the councillor, the mayor of Westminster.
Yeah, but actually,
Proud to be British.
I've got to do something really quick because.
Oh, I sent him that video. I like that. I like
This
that.
one. There you go.
There you go. There's the mayor of Westminster. Eh?
Yeah.
Having a laugh.
Yeah, but my point is, can he do the job? Can he do the job? That's what it boils down to. Can he do the job?
John's on.
And
John's
more importantly, can he do the job impartially?
Ah, that's a good one, Eddie.
Yeah.
Ah.
You have to be able to do a job impartially, and you have to do it in alignment with the laws and customs of the country. Not try to put your tilt from your background on it. The laws of the UK, Scotland, Ireland, Wales have been there for time immemorial, right?
Right.
And going back to what you said
What have I
about
said now?
Ramadan lights, I don't believe I'm going to say this,
See it, Eddie.
but I couldn't agree with you more.
Oh,
I couldn't agree with you more.
thank you very much. John's on.
Yeah. All right, let's see what John's got to say.
Here's John.
The SNP lost the chance this week of increasing the number of voters who would be pro-independence. Kate Forbes offered to grow the economy to make independence economically viable. I'm an economist by trade, and I can quite categorically say that Scotland cannot afford independence without substantial tax increases.
Thank you, John.
But you see, the thing is, this is a Scottish woman who understands the Scottish way of life, the way it's been brought up.
Oh, yes, even worse. Canada, come to Canada and have Justin Trudeau as your leader. No, you're all right.
No.
He's another lunatic.
He's a lunatic.
Complete lunatic.
Looking from the Scottish heritage in the next 50 years. You know, it doesn't matter which way you look at it.
Ah, the Alkies here. The Alkie, we missed you.
Right, Raymond.
Right.
Who would have thought 30 years ago that an Asian would run Britain and a Muslim running Scotland and the Catholics running Ireland?
Northern Ireland.
Yeah. But, you know, the thing is, it doesn't matter.
See, you say it doesn't
Sadly.
matter. Religion is a big thing in Scotland. We've had religious wars. It is still to this day Catholics and Protestants. It is the Scottish history about Scotland was Catholic before, and then it became Protestant because of James, whoever it was, James I. This is why we still have this Catholic Protestant thing in Northern Ireland and Scotland. It's massive divide. Massive.
But
And you've got
actually-
to understand it. No way in heaven's hell can a Muslim understand the divide in Scotland.
But I didn't actually say it doesn't matter.
Oh.
What I actually
All right.
said was half a sentence.
Alright, sorry, carry on.
It doesn't matter what you say about the situation we're in. You're not going to be able to change it. That is the way of life. If you want to change it, then you have to lobby better, and you have to get the people who you want in power voted into the positions.
Eddie, but the problem is in England, nobody wants to say anything. Everybody's frightened. Everybody's been pushed
And
in.
that's where it comes to.
They've been in a corner. I haven't heard anything on the media, anybody disagreeing with this bloke.
No.
Because they're frightened, because the first thing they present will say, you're racist. You're
Yeah.
racist. I ain't racist. I just don't think a Muslim should be running a Christian country.
No, neither do I.
Because what's going to happen? We're going to get more halal meats in the schools. You know what I mean? It's going to be this. It's going to change things.
Yeah.
And don't say he isn't. You know what I mean?
The equilibrium's going to go, for sure. But
It's going to go, Eddie.
I did.
Halal haggis is on its way.
Yeah, but you see, the thing is, it's like this. We're having our little say
Am
now.
I going to get an asafat?
Well, a what?
What was you told me the name of it? What was the name of it when they're going to like?
Is it a fatwa?
Yeah.
Fatwa.
Yeah, fatwa. I'm going to get a fatwa, innit?
Yeah. Oh, listen. Let me just explain something.
Printed. I know.
Let me just explain something.
Explain.
While we're talking
While
about
we're
this,
talking.
what Steve is saying, and I'm agreeing with at the moment, does not make us racist. Not at all, because we are not. Whatever you may think, we are not racist. It's not for us.
It's my opinion.
It's not a racist issue. It is our opinion. For us, it is a heritage point of view. It's how your country was.
I'm just worried we're going to lose a culture.
Yeah.
In Scotland, the Highland Games and all this great culture. England's lost it. When was the last time you seen a Morris dancer?
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not happening anymore. The only thing you see is down in London, the guards, the pass of the guards and all the change of the guards, as you say. because that's just for tourism. There's
What
no
about you?
heritage left in England, and I'm frightened Scotland's going to lose it. I
Yeah.
really, really do.
Good morning, Paul King. Good morning, Dawn. Went and had coffee with Dawn the other day. She's lovely. She's over for a break.
Fabulous. The other thing I was going to say, Eddie. Can I?
Yes, sorry, I was just.
You read them.
on
You
to
read them out top.
Yeah, okay.
The thing is, Eddie, after he was voted in as the first minister, he went with his ministry, with his ministers who were all dodgy, and had a Muslim prayer.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking to myself, well, in the UK, a lot of local councils, Christian country, they've been banned to having a prayer.
Yeah. Morning,
Do
Linda.
you know before a meeting, they have a prayer?
Yeah.
They banned
see-
it, Eddie, they banned it.
You see, Brenda's saying if we had this debate in the UK and Scotland, we would be locked up because it would be regarded.
We're going to
as,
get locked up.
Because it would be regarded as racist, and I understand that. But you see, I think
We're
the
not getting
word.
into trouble, are we?
No, but I think the word racism and racist, right, is it's
Too widely used.
Well, it's an overplayed word.
Yeah.
It's a scapegoat word. I mean, let's be honest. Let's
Be
say.
honest, be honest.
Let me give you a little scenario.
Scenario.
If I was in a pub with having a drink with family, and I don't know, a Jamaican and Indian guy came up, threw a drink over me and hit me to the floor, and I got up and then hit him, I would be deemed to be in the wrong, and I would be called, oh, you've hit me because I'm
Black.
ethnic, whatever. No, I haven't. I've hit you because you've poured a drink over me and attacked me, and I've defended myself. But that doesn't matter because the law is already on the side of the middle, and I can't work it out. It just doesn't make any sense. And you know, free speech and open debate. That's the cornerstone.
Not Jeff. If you go to Speaker's Corner in London, go and try it down there. You soon be arrested.
Yeah, but that's the
Soon be
cornerstone.
arrested, Jeff.
But you go back to Pitt and Gladstone and all the early prime ministers. That free speech and open debate, that's the cornerstone on what Parliament was built. But you can't go in Parliament now and say what's on your mind, because everything you say is analysed to the nth, and they pick the bones out of it. And if it doesn't agree with their point of view, then it becomes a complaint issue, and they raise all ugly things like races and everything. Yes, you have to bite your lip, unless you're Steve, obviously, you're quite right. But
No, well, of course, you're on what you are. I just says I'm not having my first minister
yeah, but
representing 1.2% of the country, Eddie.
you see,
I want to ask him. Can we ask him?
no, perhaps we didn't.
What do you
But
think about gay people?
Go back to Brenda, right?
Where's Brenda? Way down there.
She says if we had this debate in the UK, Scotland, we'd be locked up. It would be regarded as racist. Well, do you know what I say? I say that maybe we should have these debates, and we should invite all factions to the debate, not just the people you want, the people, everyone.
Like
because
question time in the BBC. That's
Yeah.
a joke, isn't it?
but if you
Jesus.
threw everybody into a room
Yeah.
and thrashed it out and says, right,
Well, I
well,
did
listen,
thrashing.
I don't like you calling me black. Well, I don't like you calling me
A
white.
sweaty sock. They call me
Yeah.
a sweaty sock, didn't
Yeah,
they?
but what? I don't like you calling me white. I'm a person. I don't see colour. Well, I do obviously see colour because my eyes work, but I don't see colour like that.
Richard,
you know?
Richard, I like this one. I like this one.
Steve, I accept gay people. I can't work out why
The
they're.
voices change.
The voices do. Well, they do. I don't know where that comes from. But
What's that supposed to mean?
serious point. If you're going to have an open debate, invite everyone. Don't just have a debate to talk about the people that you want to get rid of. Invite them in, because if you don't invite them in, you don't get a say. You know, and if they refuse to come, that's a different thing. But if you're having a debate on anything, it should include all parties, all
No, Eddie,
interests.
see, everybody misses the point of it all here, isn't it? If I go and live in a country, I live by their rules
Yeah, we all do.
and their cultures.
We do.
Yeah, I've travelled the world, as you know.
Yeah.
And you go to these certain countries, and you see it, Eddie.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I go to Muslims countries, there's no churches, there's no chapels. But you go to the UK, and they don't accept any of us. They want their own mosques, they want their own restaurants, they want their own clothes they wear, they want their everything in it. They don't integrate into our culture.
No.
And so you and I have integrated in Spain.
Absolutely.
We even drive left-hand cars. That's how integrated we are.
Amazing. And I still sit on the right.
But you know what I mean? This is a problem. They're not encouraged. And I tell you, the more you look into it, you come to Spain, Tenerife, the kids go to school and they're speaking Spanish.
Yeah.
They're speaking Spanish and they get taught the Catholic whatever
Yeah.
religion. In the UK, they've got translators in schools, Eddie.
I know.
What's that about?
Yeah, Richard's saying that we both speak Spanish. Sí, claro. Es importante cuando tú vivas aquí. We both speak Spanish, right?
What's he on about? He's
Yeah.
been coming here for 40 years. He can't speak a bloody word.
Yeah, but it's extensively on holiday now. He doesn't have to.
He doesn't do anything. It's a caravan park.
Yeah, but you see, the thing is, if you go to Vietnam, you're not expected to speak the language. You're on holiday there.
I'm on holiday.
You're on holiday.
If I go live there,
That's different.
that's different.
Yeah, totally different.
Yeah, but I was telling somebody the other night in Thailand, because I've still in contact with Thailand. This Belgian girl, Eddie, you're not going to believe this. Belgian girl, you're only allowed to stay 45 days in Thailand unless you then get visas, etc., etc. So this woman, Belgian woman, 77 days overstay. She stayed in Thailand 77 days more than she did because the police stopped her and asked for documentation to on a motorbike. 77 days. You know what's happened to her?
No?
She's locked up in prison. She's going to get deported at her expense, and her passport's been stamped 10 years overstay. She's not allowed back in for 10 years. And I'm thinking, Jesus, this is what we want. Why did England do that? Eh?
Well, hang on a second. Listen, we've got Muslim friends, John. I mean, we have friends who are. This is not a racist issue.
Yeah, but lots of friends are Muslim.
Yeah.
But the Albion, everybody.
Yeah, we got loads of them. But you know, we don't try and say to them, right, while you're in here, right, you've got to cross yourself when you walk in and throw a bit of holy water. We respect where they're from, and that's what we do. Hello, Net, and
I don't. Yeah.
yeah. But I don't know. We're very lucky that we.
It's not a problem. The problem is Muslims. Yeah.
No.
I've got friends from every single religion across the world.
Yeah.
I've got atheist friends like yourself.
Yeah.
I've got lots of. Yeah. The problem was, I said, John, at the beginning, I don't agree with a Muslim with only 1.2% of the population in a country running the country.
Yeah.
That's not right. It was the same. It would be the same in China.
I think
A
we're-
Christian running China with
Yeah.
1.2%.
Yeah,
Regardless, he wasn't even voted by the people, so he's
Yeah.
going to be voted out. The next election, SNP are gone.
Yeah. I think we're lucky, you and I.
You are lucky. Yeah, we are lucky.
No, we're lucky because we live in a
My
country.
tea's cold.
We live in a country that does allow a little bit of free speech. We broadcast on a medium that is a little bit lenient to us because I think we're just kind of saying what people want to say, but they've a fear of saying it because of reprisals. I mean, I was in Birmingham Airport
Birmingham.
and they've got a facility there called a wadu.
A what?
A wadu.
What's the water?
Well, it's a toilet specifically for Muslims.
No.
Honestly.
Get out of it.
Really? And you know, you can't go in
Why can't you in?
because it's reserved for Muslims in Birmingham Airport, as I understand it. And these are the things that really,
Actually, a wadu.
yeah, these are
So
the
what's
things.
it, you know, a Muslim toilet and a Christian toilet?
I don't know. I can't go in and find out.
John,
But
you've got the Muslim friends. Ask one of your friends. Why are we not allowed into a wudu?
wadu.
A wadu.
It might be a wudu. I don't
I
know.
don't know what you would do.
But this is
I didn't know this,
This
Eddie.
is my point.
What's your point,
My
Eddie?
point is this. If I came to live in Spain, firstly, I wasn't invited. I came because it was my choice. And as my choice, I have chosen to live a very much a Spanish lifestyle. I pay my taxes here.
Drink. Yeah, we
Yeah,
drink Spanish.
but you know, it's just because that's my choice. And I don't want to infringe upon the Spanish society and try and turn it into Little Britain. I quite like it being Spain. I quite like the fact that it's got its identity. I've got mine.
What's that? I can say I'm 12 and play football in French. And where is the next bus stop in German?
Well, congratulations. That's the extent of Leanne's language. I'm
don't
12.
understand it,
I play football in French.
Do you understand?
Good morning, Ian Clark.
Oh, the socialist is up. He's working nights again.
Is he?
Oh, where have you been? On a picket line?
But listen, let's
What, listen?
let's get this down to brass roots. What we've said today is it's not in any way, shape, or form racist. What it is, it's highlighting the differences that cultures bring to other countries, whether it's right or whether it's
Rich
wrong.
is right. Rich is right. If people work and integrate and one by the history, no problem.
Yeah, this is what it's all about for me.
It's all about.
Integration. You know,
Integration. Of course, it's integration.
yeah, but I think if
I've
you
said this
go and-
before in the show. There's ghettos all over Britain. Ghettos, Eddie.
I mean, it's like this. Stupid, right? If I chose to be gay tomorrow, well,
You'd be very lonely.
there's not. But if I chose to be gay tomorrow,
Yeah.
right, does that mean I could never be with a woman again? Or does it mean to say I become bisexual, in which case I'm not gay? And I know it's a stupid analogy, but that's kind of what's happening. You're getting people going to the UK saying, I'm English, but I'm not English.
You've got that bloke, haven't you? You've got that bloke in Scotland who raped 2 women, went to court dressed as a woman, went to the women's prison. The world's gone mad.
Here we go.
Here we go. Here's Rob on it. Come on, Rob.
Now, this is an interesting point. Rob Taverner said he was a manager in his last job, and he was told that any Muslims were allowed to go to Friday prayer regardless of the amount of people it left him short on the shop floor. Now, that's not right. That's not integrating. That is just not integrating.
And do you think if somebody says a Catholic on the shop floor says, "Oh, I need to go to mass this Friday. I always go to mass at 3 o'clock."
Yeah,
No, you're not going. You're not going. Go to Sunday.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, this,
So the Catholic guy would be sacked for leaving the job, but
I
the
think-
Muslim would be sacked.
I think the
Oh, Eddie, you've got me on one now.
I think the do-gooders
The do-gooders.
in the UK over the last 2, 3, 4 decades.
Yeah, and John
right?
Philly's one of them, I think.
Yeah, but what they've actually done is they've been a weak force.
Liberals, bloody liberals.
And they've allowed the infiltration of different cultures and religions to affect our own core religion and culture, and they're too frightened.
Too frightened.
And besides which, it's gone too far down the line now to reverse
And
it.
that goes back to my subject today, that I'm worried, as a proud Scottish bloke, I'm worried that Scotland's going to lose its culture, its traditions.
Well, I don't know. I think the future will tell. But
We
I
won't
think,
be here, Eddie. We won't be here.
well, I think eventually it's just going to be a huge melting pot with a brand new culture, and all of our own culture is going to be consigned to the history books. What do I know?
That's a sad day today, isn't it?
What do I know? Say no
And it's
more.
Philip Schofield's birthday as well. Oh, what a sad, sad day.
And that's an integration will never happen if you disbar people from standing for public office on account of their faith. I think you'll find, Andy, right at the beginning of this conversation, we turn around and says, you can't say people can't do that job because of their faith. We said it should be, the job should be taken on the ability
On the
to do
merit.
it. You know? Say no more. Enoch Powell warned that this was how he
I
saw
wait for him to be
Britain
popping up.
going. Well, do you know, everybody called Enoch Powell a racist. I think he was a visionary because he didn't say anything.
No, Britain took a choice way back in those days, Eddie. Shall we stay British or are we going to
Cheers, Paul.
give our national treasures away? And they decided then, let's give the national treasures away, and that's what happened.
And that's what we did.
End of.
Well, ladies and gentlemen.
And I never got a vote on that.
No, ladies and gentlemen, it's been an absolutely fascinating
Oh, fascinating, isn't it?
Saturday
You
morning.
let me talk.
We would like to thank our friends at XPTV1.
www.xptv1.com.
And if you get a chance, go and watch Monica Price's show on
Price,
there.
and we're on Facebook
Absolutely superb. We're on Facebook
and Spotify,
and Spotify and
YouTube.
tell your friends.
Tell your
subscribe.
friends. Subscribe.
We need
We
you.
need you.
Oh, that was Lord Kitchener,
Lord,
wasn't it?
we need you.
Your show needs you.
Yeah.
Get us a vote on
And
there.
I'm going to get a fat one.
Yeah. Really? Say no more. Ladies and gentlemen,
Where's that time gone?
we'll be back next week
Tea's cold.
for another edition of the Multicoloured Talk Show. I I've not been Steve Gerald.
And I've not been Eddie Hastings.
And we are not amalgamating.
Yes, no, we're not. Next weekend, Easter weekend, bring your eggs.
Bring your eggs. We'll see you next week on the Multicoloured Talk Show. Bye, guys.
You've been watching the Multicoloured Talk Show.
Steve Gerald and Eddie Hastings.
I don't understand.
That is awesome.
Don't forget to subscribe, like us, and set your notifications.
God help us all.